What's up, guys? Sorry for the long break since my last tutorial. To make up for it, I'm going to have a couple releasing this week while I'm out of town. And let's jump right into it. So, in today's tutorial, I have descending quads up on the screen. And I don't really have anything planned to say for this tutorial because descending quads just take a lot of explaining. Basically, a lot of the same rules apply for descending trips as they do for descending quads. So I'll be referring to a lot of things that you could see in my descending trips tutorial. Basically, there's two ways to do it. You could either the way you should start doing it is exaggerating the motion of hitting all three notes and then fretting them. It looks like a motion like this. And the second way you could do it, which you'll eventually have to learn when you start playing faster patterns, would be the pulling off method, where it's almost like you're doing zigs. Basically, you're placing down all three fingers at one time and then doing a pull-off motion, kind of like this. So that's the fast motion. That's the beginner motion that we'll be learning right now. So, right now I have Misadventure Chilled C up. Just the beginning of it, because it's got some nice slow descending quads. So, what we're going to be doing here, while I turn my mic down, let me restart it. So, if you look at your fingers, obviously you can notice that your middle finger is a little bit longer than these other two. And you may have a little bit of trouble at first getting the motion down because it doesn't feel right because your fingers are not the same length. And when you start to get into using a lot of your fingers, you have to think about these things. So basically, we're going to be curling the ring finger and the middle finger and having our index finger fully extended. And I feel like this is a key part that a lot of people miss out on. The motion is just orange first, then blue, then yellow, or if the quads are down to here, like that. And, it's a little hard to explain the motion. It's almost like flicking past the buttons. So, practice this motion of flicking past the buttons like this, while mainly having these two fingers curled and your index finger fully extended. So, when you're actually playing these in songs, you're not going to be flicking them like this because you're just not going to have the time. It's going to be a motion more like hitting the frets nice and softly. And the motion is basically the same for your fretting hand. Just practice holding down the anchored note and then using these other three fingers going down the fretboard. Just like this. So, obviously we're going to be alternating these two motions. And that is what descending quads are. So let me slow it down to not 5% speed. I'll slow it down to 15. And this is, I messed it up myself. This is what the motion basically looks like. Practice doing the motion nice and clean, being sure to hit every single fret correctly, as slow as you need to get it. And then you can speed it up accordingly. I can't stress this enough that you should start out literally so slow. Like, I have it on 15% speed right now. If you need to go slower than that, that's fine. Just as long as you get the right motion down. As you get into using more fingers for tapping, it just gets tougher and tougher to learn. Quads took me a very long time to learn. So I'm going to speed it up to 40 now. and now you can see it a little faster. I'm going to speed it up to 60. Now up to 75. And now up to full speed. And one more time. So, as I explained earlier, anything quads is tough. Now, descending quads are definitely the easiest pattern to learn for quads. Even I think quad chimneys are harder than descending quads. But, you know, they're obviously not easy to learn. So, it may take you weeks to learn these. That's perfectly fine. You just got to keep at it. Slow it down as much as you need to do the correct motion. And when you feel like you're ready to speed it up a little bit more, then you can go ahead and do it. If you just start trying to do it on full speed right away, you're not going to succeed, and it'll probably take you twice as long to learn. It's probably why it took me so long, to be honest, because back in the day of Guitar Hero 3, we didn't have the luxury of being able to slow it down this far. So take advantage of it, and I can tell you it'll definitely help out. So the pull-off method of doing this, I'll explain in another video. I hope this video helps you out with learning descending quads. Have a good day.